Lights Out by Edward Thomas, 1864 to 1932. I have come to the borders of sleep, the unfathomable deep forest where all must lose their way, however straight or winding, soon or late, they cannot choose. Many a road and track that, since the dawn's first crack, up to the forest brink deceived the travellers, suddenly now blurs, and in they sink. Here love ends, despair, ambition ends, all pleasure and all trouble, although most sweet or bitter. Here ends in sleep that is sweeter than tasks most noble. There is not any book or face of dearest look that I would not turn from now to go into the unknown. I must enter and leave alone, I know not how. The tall forest towers, its cloudy foliage lowers ahead, shelf above shelf, and its silence I hear and obey, that I may lose my way and myself. Okay, this is a poem by Edward Thomas. It's called Lights Out. So let's see. Edward Thomas was born in Lambeth in London. He's the eldest of 6 brothers, so there were 6 boys. He went to St Paul's School in Hammersmith, and then he went to, I think it was Lincoln College, Oxford. When he left, he got married, and he decided that he was going to earn his living writing, but that he found pretty difficult, and he started reviewing books and reviewing other poets as well as writing his own. And he became great friends with W.H. Davis, the Welsh tramp poet, and Robert Frost, the American, and Ezra Pound. And he met with many of the leading, most important writers of the day: Hilaire Belloc, John Masefield, Joseph Conrad, Walter de la Mare, Rupert Brooke, D.H. Lawrence. Then the First World War broke out, and he joined up, and sadly he was killed in the First World War. So, lights out. Lights out is when you turn the lights out. It's time to turn the lights out. Lights out means it's time for bed. This is what you say to your kids. Time for bed, lights out. Yeah, no more playing, no more reading, time to go to sleep. Put the lights out, lights out. And this poem is about sleep. And it's about sleep is something that we all have to do. Sleep stops everything. We all lose ourselves in sleep, and there is nothing that continues into sleep. Yeah, the sleeping world is different. It's a forest, and he uses this metaphor that sleep is like a forest where we all get lost. And there are so many different ways. During the day we know where we're going, we know what we're doing, but sleep, it takes us where it will. I have come to the borders of sleep. So, I'm ready for bed. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. The unfathomable deep forest. So here, this is the metaphor. He's calling sleep an unfathomable. It's so deep, there's no bottom. It's a deep forest where all must lose their way, where everybody gets lost. However straight or winding. So you can have a straight road or a winding road that goes backwards or forwards. So it doesn't matter what your way is like. In sleep, you will lose your way. Soon or late, they cannot choose. So everybody loses their way in sleep. Everybody leaves the world that they're in and goes into the winding world of sleep. And I like the rhyme scheme he's used here. So look, sleep deep, lose, choose, and straight late. Okay? Many a road and track that since the dawn's first crack up to the forest brink deceived the travellers, suddenly now blurs and in they sink. So there's many a road that since the crack of dawn, since the beginning of dawn, somebody's been following a road or a track. They know what they're doing. They're following very carefully this road, or maybe this road that has been tricking people, that they're going the wrong way, but people are following a road, and they go from the crack of dawn when they wake up first thing to the forest brink, so the edge of sleep. So the edge of the forest is nighttime, when it's time to go to sleep. And then inside the forest tricks the travellers, and this road that they had that was very clear suddenly blurs. It becomes unclear, blurred, and in they sink, and they sink into the forest of sleep, and there they become lost in the forest. Here love ends, despair, ambition ends, all pleasure and all trouble. So in sleep, there is no love, there is no despair, there is no ambition. Everything ends. All of these human conditions end, and we are resting. We are out of this world of human emotions. Yeah, the world of human emotions. All pleasure, all trouble, all of these things disappear in sleep, although most sweet or bitter. So sleep's very good for a bitter situation, a situation that makes you really unhappy. But it also wipes away the most beautiful, wonderful situation. So when you're asleep, you forget your troubles and you forget your pleasures as well. Here ends in sleep that is sweeter than tasks most noble. And here he's saying that sleep is so sweet, sleep is so wonderful, it's such a wonderful thing. It's sleep is better than doing the right thing, than helping people, than doing noble tasks. And notice the rhyme again: ends, trouble, noble, bitter, sweeter. So he's changed the rhyme scheme here. There is not any book or face of dearest look that I would not turn from now to go into the unknown. So there isn't a book that I would continue to read, or look and be with someone I love, that I would not reject now to go into sleep. I'm tired. If I'm tired, there is no book, no love, nothing that would stop me from turning to my bed and going into the unknown of sleep, into the forest of sleep. I must enter and leave alone, I know not how. So sleep is something that we enter alone. When we're asleep, we are alone with ourselves and our imaginations, and we don't enter sleep with someone. You can sleep next to somebody, but you're not in the same dream world. Each person in their own dream world. The tall forest towers, its cloudy foliage lowers ahead, shelf above shelf. So the tall forest, this is the forest of sleep, and it towers above us, and there is nothing we can do to stop it. It's unstoppable, and its cloudy foliage lowers. So its foliage is its leaves, and this tall forest lowers its leaves in front of us, and there are layer upon layer upon layer of leaves, and that is the point with sleep. There are layers and layers of sleep. We can go anywhere. The world of sleep is infinite. Its silence I hear and obey, that I may lose my way and by myself. So I hear the silence of sleep and I obey. I have to go to sleep. I can't not go to sleep. And then, like that, I can lose my way. I can forget the outside world and lose myself in this world of dreams. So, enough. If you enjoyed the video, give it a rating, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you soon. Bye for now. Lights Out by Edward Thomas.